Before we dive into today, as massive update, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because what we are about to discuss could define Manchester United's entire season. We are talking about a tactical shift at Old Trafford, a major injury setback that changes everything, and a predicted starting 11 that might just determine whether this club truly belongs in next season as Champions League. Every United fan needs to hear this before kickoff on Sunday. Let us start with the headline that shook the fan base. Patrick Dorgu, the 27-year-old breakout star who lit up the Emirates with that unforgettable strike, is ruled out for 10 weeks with a hamstring tear. 10 weeks. That is not a minor setback. That, a serious absence at a critical moment in the campaign. For most teams, losing a player in that kind of form would spark panic. It would derail momentum. It would create uncertainty. But here's where this story takes an intriguing turn. Michael Carrick is panicking. Instead, he appears ready to make a bold tactical call. A call that involves the 71 million Brazilian attacker who came off the bench at Arsenal, curled home a sensational winner. Mateus Cunha may now step into a role that could redefine United as attack. And if his impact at the Emirates is anything to go by, this could be the move that transforms United from hopeful top 4 contenders into genuine Champions League certainties. So today, we are breaking it all down. How Carrick adjusts without Dorgu. Why Cunha might be the ideal replacement. How the front three shapes up against Fulham. And most importantly, whether the momentum built from back-to-back wins over Manchester City and Arsenal can continue. Because make no mistake, something significant is happening at Old Trafford. Michael Carrick has stepped into the spotlight and delivered 2 statement victories. A dominant 2-0 win over Manchester City. A dramatic 3-2 triumph at the Emirates against Arsenal. 2 matches. 6 points. And history made in the process. He became the first Manchester United manager since 2010 to defeat top 2 opposition in consecutive league fixtures at the time they were played. 16 years. Dozens of attempts by different managers, and now Carrick has achieved it. But this isn't just about the results. It is about the feeling. It is about identity returning to the pitch. It is about seeing Manchester United play with clarity again. Carrick simplified things. He restored a 4-2-3-1 structure that gives players defined roles and freedom in the right areas. The football has been direct, the transitions sharp, the counterattacks ruthless. Players are expressing themselves rather than overthinking every touch. And it shows. United now sit 4th in the Premier League table. 4th. That Champions League spot is no longer a dream. It is reality. Yes, there's a gap to the top. Yes, there's work to do. But the belief has returned. The win against City set the tone. United were aggressive from the start. Maguire nearly scored within minutes. The pressing was coordinated. The midfield compact. When the goals came, they felt deserved. It was luck. It was structure and conviction. Then came Arsenal away, a match many expected United to struggle in. Arsenal were unbeaten in 12th, leading the league, playing with confidence. United fell behind early, but they responded. They stayed composed. They punished mistakes. Dorgu's thunderous strike shifted the momentum. And when Arsenal equalized late, it felt like a missed opportunity, until Cunha stepped up with a moment of brilliance that silenced the Emirates. It was chaotic, emotional, powerful, but celebrations were cut short when Dorgu pulled up injured. Initial hopes of cramp quickly faded. The scan confirmed it, hamstring tear. 10 weeks out, Dorgu had flourished in Carrick's system. Originally signed as a left back, he had been used differently before. Under Carrick, he was pushed higher, given freedom, and he delivered goals, assists, energy. He stretched defenses and provided directness. Now United must adapt, and that adaptation likely centers around Mateus Cunha. Cunha was signed for big money and big expectations. Under previous tactical setups, he was used differently. But Carrick sees him as a left-sided attacker in a 3-man front line. Against Arsenal, we saw why. He brings creativity and unpredictability. He thrives cutting inside. He can shoot from range. He presses. He works defensively. He moves intelligently between lines. And perhaps most importantly, he plays with confidence. Replacing Dorgu does mean replicating him. It means evolving the left side. Cunha offers technical control where Dorgu offered explosive pace. Different skill set, same attacking threat. Ahmad remains on the right. He's found rhythm there. Switching him now would disrupt balance. Stability matters. Through the middle, Bryan Mbeumo continues leading the line effectively. His movement has been sharp, his finishing decisive. He is thriving in this central role, offering constant danger. Behind them, Bruno Fernandes operates as the creative engine. In the number 10 role, he looks revitalized. He is connecting play, delivering key passes, dictating tempo. Freed from excessive defensive duties, his influence has grown. The double pivot of Casemiro and Kabi Mainu provides control. Casemiro looks composed again, running danger, breaking play, shielding the back line. Mainu continues to mature, distributing confidently and maintaining structure. Defensively, Carrick has trusted familiarity. Delit at right back provides balance. Maguire and Martinez form a partnership blending aerial dominance and aggression. Shaw brings experience on the left. Lamens in goal has been steady. Against Fulham, this predicted lineup appears clear. Lamens, Delit, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Mainu, Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha, Mbeumo. It as balanced. It as cohesive. It as dangerous. Fulham arrive in good form. They want to roll over. They'll defend compactly and look to counter. Unlike City and Arsenal, they want to dominate possession. That changes the challenge. United must break down a deep block. That requires patience, precision, creativity. This is where Cunha's intelligence becomes vital, where Bruno's vision matters, where Mbeumo's movement can create space. Momentum is powerful, but it is fragile. The pressure now shifts. United are expected to win. Carrick understands that. He's emphasized discipline and focus. The energy must match the occasion. The bigger picture also looms. United sit fourth. Champions League qualification is achievable. The question of Carrick's long-term future naturally emerges. Is it too early to decide? Yes. 2 matches done to define a managerial tenure. But what is encouraging is to just the results. It is the clarity. There's structure. There's identity. There's connection between players and fans again. Carrick knows the club. He understands its history. He respects its values. That matters. Whether he becomes permanent manager will be decided later. For now, he's earned the opportunity to continue. Sunday represents another step, another test of consistency. Beat Fulham, and belief strengthens. Make it 3 consecutive wins, and the narrative grows louder. Confidence becomes contagious. Suddenly, opponents take notice. Is a title challenge realistic? Probably not from this position. But football thrives on momentum and belief. Right now, Manchester United have both. So as we approach kickoff, the situation is clear. Dorgu is sidelined. Cunha gets his opportunity. The system remains intact. The fans have found their voice again. This is a defining moment. If United handle the pressure, if they show composure against a disciplined Fulham side, if they maintain the intensity that defeated City and Arsenal, then this is just a temporary spark. It's a foundation. Now, it's over to the players. Over to Carrick. Over to Old Trafford. 3 wins from 3. Momentum sustained. Identity restored. Manchester United have an opportunity to prove this resurgence is real. Let's see if they take it.